Gaming Bolt presents 15 amazing side quests and secrets in Fallout 4. We have a lot to cover here, so let us dive right in. Holotape games. Fallout is massive, sometimes overwhelmingly so. Thankfully, in Fallout 4, you can pop a holotape into your Pip-Boy and enjoy a variety of retro Fallout-inspired games. They aren't very deep, but they act as a good distraction if you're lucky enough to stumble upon them. Donkey Kong. The best of the holotape games, the Red Menace is a blatant take on Super Mario, but still manages to be an incredibly fun and nostalgic distraction. You control Vault Boy as he runs up slanted ramps, constantly jumping over and dodging barrels thrown by the titular Red Menace. This nod to one of gaming's most influential titles is a great secret to stumble upon while wandering the wasteland. UFO Crash. Aliens have once again made their way into Fallout, but this time they're a little off the beaten track. Near Vault 75, a crashed UFO sits in a burning crater, its sleek, colorful husk standing out in the desolate wasteland. In a nearby cave, you'll find the corpse of the ship's pilot who seems to have been injured in the crash. But this otherworldly visitor isn't just a corpse, he's also holding the alien blaster, a weapon that's very handy to have on your journey. Jaws. As you wander the wasteland surrounding Boston, you might wander upon a boat with a strange scene laid out on its deck. A skeleton lies sprawled across the wooden planks, but he's not alone. A massive, hungry-looking fish is lying dead beside him, recreating a classic scene from Jaws. Toy Story. Toy Story 3 has a slightly terrifying scene involving a cymbal-banging monkey and its demented need to clash its cymbals together. Fallout 4 discreetly references this spooky simian with a small monkey toy dressed exactly like the one that appeared in Toy Story. Mad Max and Game of Thrones secrets. Codsworth, your robotic butler, knows over 1,000 names and a handful of them are references to other classic franchises. You can find names like Rockatansky and Bannerman. This allows you not only to wander the wasteland as your favorite movie characters, but also hear Codsworth's metallic British voice speak them to you. Fallout 3 Vault 101 poster. Fallout 3 pushed the series into the mainstream, and Fallout 4 pays homage to its stellar predecessor. You can find a poster referencing Vault 101, the game's main shelter. It's easy to miss, but serves as a nice reminder of all the memories from the capital wasteland. USS Constitution on land. The USS Constitution is a famous sea vessel that sits in the Boston Harbor. Surprisingly, it survived the nuclear apocalypse, and interestingly, it seems to have received some upgrades, specifically the massive rocket boosters fixed to its rear. Fenway Park conversion into Diamond City. One great part of Fallout is seeing how classic landmarks are reimagined and reused after the bombs fall. Boston's Fenway Park has been repurposed into Diamond City, a safe haven for hundreds of wastelanders. Vault 81 mission. This mission is short and mainly serves to open up other missions, but it introduces us to Vault 81, letting the player see what other vaults were doing. The vaults have always been synonymous with the Fallout series, and we've only been able to see a handful of them. Because of this, we'll take any chance we can to discover the mysteries that are the vaults. The Glowing Sea mission. From what we've seen so far in our time with Fallout 4, the Glowing Sea mission shows just how dynamic the world is. Although it's a simple side quest where you need to find a scientist, things can go horribly wrong. The massive world only serves to further highlight the characters and small moments that you experience after the end of civilization. This area is barren and extremely hostile, and one of the high points of Fallout 4. Hole in the Wall mission. This particular mission sees your Vault Dweller journeying deep into Vault 81. You see what has become of the shelter and clear out hordes of enemies that have set up camp in the underground home. It isn't easy, but it flushes out the world and gives further insight into how society functioned before the Great War. Order Up mission. Choices in Fallout aren't always black and white, and the Order Up mission highlights this in a great way. You're asked by a man named Wolfgang to collect a debt from a woman named Trudy. You can either put her down or simply do what you were asked, but it gets more complicated. Wolfgang got Trudy's son addicted to drugs and she wants revenge. You can kill Wolfgang, kill Trudy, or let everyone survive, with no option being an obvious choice over another. Development area. As of this video, access to the development area is still open. After inserting a code into the console panel on PC, players can enter a development testing area that has no limits on player abilities or loadouts. The game's full arsenal is at your disposal, letting you instantly gain dozens of weapons. While it does break the progression of the game, it's still a fun thing to tool around with regardless. GOAT. Fans of Fallout 3 probably remember the Generalized Occupational Aptitude Test, or GOAT. It was a test used in Vault 101 to determine what everyone's place in society would be. In Fallout 4, this test resurfaces at the Gates of Covenant. You need to take the test to ensure that you're a suitable resident for the small community. It's fun to see how the world of Fallout evolves and incorporates items from the past to flesh out its future. What was your favorite mission or secret in Fallout 4? And if you like what we're doing, go ahead and click that subscribe button. See you soon!